Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Stir frying is probably the simplest as well as the most complicated cooking method, but it definitely is one of the most efficient cooking technique because through stir frying, you can cook a meal in less than 30 minutes from scratch using all fresh ingredients. As my friend George once said to me, stir frying is designed for the 21st century for people who do not have a lot of time, but they still want to make home cooking as part of their daily routines, and stir frying is one of those cooking techniques that to make this possible. When George first started stir frying, he thought that it is so simple. All you have to do is to put ingredients in a wok and you just stir fry them all together. But quickly he realized that it is far more complicated because of all the possibility that stir frying can bring. This is the reason when I develop my fast cooking system, I select stir frying to be the cooking method of choice. The word fast for the fast cooking system has two meanings. The first meaning is that it is truly a very fast cooking method because it takes less than 30 minutes for creating a wonderful meal. The word fast also stands for flavor tasting, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking, which represent the four attributes of the cooking system. Stir frying has been with me for my entire life, starting as a child watching my family member doing stir frying. And then during my college year, I worked as a cook in a Chinese restaurant. And then for most of my entire life, all my cooking were done with stir frying. And over the years, I have learned a lot about the pros and cons of stir frying, and I have tried many different approaches to stir frying, and I have learned some of the most important lesson of stir frying is to make it as simple as possible. And in this video, I would like to tell you some of the things that I have learned, and I'm going to give you what I call it the do's and don'ts of stir frying to make it easy, efficient, and enjoyable. Number one don't is to don't use woks with non-stick coating. There are several different kinds of woks which I've shown here, such as the carbon steel wok, the light cast iron wok, stainless steel wok, and cast iron wok. Those are woks which refer to as woks with natural surfaces. Those woks are much better for stir frying because stir frying is a very harsh cooking technique on the cooking utensil with the constant stirring. A non-stick coating will never stand up to this type of a stirring, and they will peel off very rapidly. And if you use wok with non-stick coating, you should be prepared to replace the wok every several years, depending on how often you use them. And you can spend hundreds of dollars to purchase a wok with non-stick coating, and you will be end up with disappointed. However, with natural surface wok, you never have to worry, and they will last you for a lifetime. The second is do. Season your wok each time before you cook. Use a method which I refer to as the spot seasoning method. This method is simple, straightforward, easy to perform, and it takes only about 15 seconds. And it works all different kinds of wok surfaces, such as carbon steel, cast iron, light cast iron, and stainless steel. If you season your wok each time before you start to cook, you're guaranteed to have a non-stick cooked surface, as in the case you fry an egg. Number three, it is the do. Get a wok as big as you can. A 14-inch wok is preferable over woks of any other size that are smaller. The reason is very simple, because a wok is scalable. It can cook a small amount of food ingredients, such as frying an egg. But if you have a larger wok, you can cook much greater quantity of food, such in this case frying a large batch of fried rice. And furthermore, a larger wok gives you more room for stirring, less chance for spilling. So don't settle for a smaller wok. Next do is to get a stainless steel wok spatula. A wok spatula is very different from other type of wok spatula because of its design. It's specifically for stir frying. And when you get a wok spatula, make sure you get the classic wok spatula with their traditional design, with lifts and bevel edge, and with its tubular stem. It is try and test. It is the most effective wok spatula for stir frying. The traditional wok spatula is made from cast iron, but the modern wok spatula are made from stainless steel. They are easy to clean and maintain. They are strong and they last for a lifetime. A stainless steel wok spatula cannot be used with wok that have non-stick coating because it will scratch the non-stick coating. And this is another reason that you should use wok with natural surfaces, which could be used with stainless steel wok spatula. And number 5, look here. Don't get a wok that will spin on the surface of your stove. In this case, it's a flat glass top electric stove. A certain type of wok, such as the wok that made from carbon steel, because when it heated up, it will undergo shape change, and it will cause it to wobble, and in some cases, it will spin like a top, as demonstrated in this example. If you cook on a classic electric stove, make sure you choose a wok material that will not change shape. So when the wok heated up, it will not cause it to wobble or to spin. Number 6, get the lightest wok that is possible. Some of the wok are very heavy, such as cast iron wok can weigh up to 12 pounds. Unless you want to do some strength training, getting such a wok is totally impractical. A light wok is much more functional because you can lift the wok with one hand and make transfer food ingredients to a serving dish much easier. This will also allow you to move the wok from the stove to the sink with greater convenience. Number 7, make sure you get wok with wok handles that are insulated so you can move them easily when the wok is hot. And at the same time, find the handle that you are most comfortable with. And the best handle for most people is wok with a long handle that you can move the wok with one hand. But the other side of the wok will also have a smaller handle, sometimes known as the helper handle. So if you have food ingredients that is very heavy, you can move the wok with both hands. Number 8, get a wok that is as flexible as possible that will allow you to do all kinds of cooking functions in your kitchen. This will make your kitchen simpler and more streamlined because it will reduce clutter in the kitchen. By having one wok, you can use the wok to do all different kinds of cooking tasks. My everyday wok is a Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok. It meets all the criteria that I listed above. It's a wok with natural surface without non-stick coating, so that I can use it with my stainless steel wok spatula. It is a wok that is easily seasoned by using my spot seasoning method, and for about 5 to 15 seconds, I can season the wok readily each time before I cook to create a nice non-stick cooked surface. It is a 14-inch wok that is big enough to allow me to do most of my cooking. I also really like this wok because it is very light. It weighs only about 3 pounds. It has a long handle that is heat insulated. It also has a small helper handle. This wok is strong and durable, but it is also among the lightest wok on the market. It weighs only 3 pounds. Picking the right wok is truly an important part of stir frying because you're going to use this wok every single day, so you must be comfortable and enjoy using it. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.